Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my summer crochet project plan and giving you guys inspo on what you guys can make this summer. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be about everything I'm crocheting this summer, or at least everything I want to crochet this summer. There are so many things on this board, like clothing, useful things, and decor, plushies, bags, lots of different things. I like to do lots of different types of crochets, so there's kind of a lot of different things on here, and it's a bunch of things I really want to make this summer, but also things I think you guys might really like as well. So let's just get right into it with the very first category, which is going to be clothing. And everything that I'm talking about, I will put an image up on the screen and it will be linked on the Pinterest board in the description box. I'm going to kind of move over so that you guys can see the picture, and I'm also going to take my glasses off because I feel like they're doing a weird glare. I wanted to have them on because my hair is looking really bad today because yesterday I got stuck in a rainstorm, but whatever. So we are going to start with clothing, and the first thing is going to be this tank top. I have been obsessed with this for a long time and I really want to make it. I love the style of it and how flowy it is. I also think it wouldn't be like too difficult to make, although I don't know if there's any tutorials out there for this, so I'll have to look into that. I remember last year at a yarn sale I was at, I found the perfect color of yarn for this, but I had to buy like 12 of them or something, like a lot of them. They were kind of selling them in like bulk and I didn't want to buy that many, so I didn't. But I really want to make one in a similar color to this because I really like this color recently, and you'll probably notice there's a few more things in this color because I just really like this green, and I would really like to make this, and I feel like I haven't seen a lot of crochet tops like it, so I definitely wanted to include it on this board. Okay, there's a lot of ideas on this board, so I'm gonna kind of go a little bit quicker. But the next one is this scrap yarn tank top. It's almost like not really scrap yarn because there's only like what, 4 colors on it maybe, and there's kind of different chunks of that, but that's kind of what I like for a lot of scrap yarn projects. I made scrap yarn pants last year and I kind of intentionally like made chunks of them rather than just like stripes, so I really do like the way this one looks. I also really like the colors of this one. It's not really something I would usually wear maybe, but I think I would really like it, and also the construction of this one would be really simple in my opinion. The next idea I have on this list is this like poncho thing. I don't know exactly what this is called, but it's this white thing that goes around your shoulders and then it buttons at the front. I think this is so cute, and I found this while I was making this board and I was instantly inspired by it. I love anything with tassels and this like kind of flowy vibe, so I would definitely love to try making something like this. Another thing I wanted to include on here was a dress. I've never crocheted a dress before, but I really want to try, and I think summer's the perfect time to do that. So I have this one. It's kind of a long sleeve dress, but there's a lot of like holes in it, so it's probably more for like a beach cover up or something like that. But I really like the style of it and I think it would be really fun and kind of easy to make. Next up we have these crochet shorts. For some reason these really caught my eye, like not for some reason, they're cute, but I don't typically love like a black and white, or maybe these are like navy and white. I just don't usually go for that kind of color combo, but something about this I really like, and I have done crocheted shorts in the past and I really like them and they're fun to make. So if you've never tried making shorts, definitely try if you're interested because it's fun to do, and I think these ones would be really fun to try. I mentioned to you guys that I made scrap yarn pants last year. I do have a vlog of that if you're interested in seeing me make those, but I kind of want to do this some more. I probably won't, at least in the summer, because it literally took like over a month to make those pants, but I really liked these ones. I like that they're super like blocky or like chunky with the colors, and I really love the color palette of these as well, so I wanted to include it just so that I had some more inspo if I ever did want to make another pair of scrap yarn pants. Next up we have another poncho. This one like is not a button-up one, like it goes all the way around though, and I had saved this in the past for like other boards. I love it so much and I really want to make it. There is a pattern attached to it which is really nice. I think it uses a thinner yarn which kind of intimidates me, but I do think I could manage. I would just have to find some that I liked, and I think it's just so cute. I love the color of it. I would really like to try making this one. Next up we have one I've probably talked about in a past summer project plan video, and I never actually made it because I've never found a pattern or tutorial that's similar to this, and I feel like creating one would be kind of a daunting task. I don't know, maybe I could do it, but it's just kind of intimidating. But I absolutely love this shirt. I really like the buttons on it, and I think it would make the perfect shirt for summer because it's not super like heavy and you can just wear a little tank top under it. I've always loved this print and I still really want to make this, but it's just all about if I can find a pattern for it. Next up, we have another pair of shorts, and these are these brown shorts, and I love that it has the little like loop on them and then the beads. I think these are so cute and very my style. I love when crochet includes different elements like the beads and the little loop thing. I think it's so creative and it just adds a special touch to the crochet wearables. So I would absolutely love to try doing these ones as well. And then two more things. The first one is this dress. And one thing I think is funny about this dress is that it's by Made by Shae. I guess there's another Made by Shae out there. And she made this dress. It's very cute. And I think it has beads in it, which I think is so cool. I would love to make this for like a vacation or something, and I'll have to see if she has a pattern for it because I would really like to try it out. And then the final thing on this board is going to be this top. It says it's an asymmetrical top and it's like kind of off the shoulder, and the top is really flowy and kind of like mesh, and then the bottom is kind of ribbed and tighter. I love this style and I would really like to make something like this. I also really want to make like the one that Cameron Kane makes, that's like the Clea top or the Keela top. I think that's so cute as well. So yeah, that is just a great way to end off this clothing section of the board. But now we're going to move on to the next section, which is going to be decor / practical items. So this is going to be both like room decor and home decor, but also things that I think are really fun to make during the summertime in terms of like useful and practical items. So the first one is actually my pattern that was not intentional. It's just whatever order the board is, but it is my lavender bookmark pattern. I absolutely love these bookmarks. I do sell them at summer markets, and I think it's perfect for summer because it's like a flower, but it's also useful because you can use it as a bookmark. These are also perfect for gifting and markets like I mentioned, and I have a free video tutorial here on the channel for these, but I also have a PDF pattern on Etsy available, and you can use code YouTube for 20% off on my Etsy. But yeah, I just wanted to include this one because I thought it was the perfect little bookmark to make in the summer. Next up, we have two pins that are kind of the same thing, so I'll put them both up on the screen. But I've been obsessed with these recently. I think they're so cool. So it's these blankets, but they are made out of different flowers, like really big flowers, and it's like 3D. I think these are so cool, and I don't even know how I would start like making one of these because they literally just look like art to me. But I really want to try it someday because I think they are so cool and I've never seen anything like it. Next up, we have this mushroom jewelry holder. This is something I've wanted to make for a long time, and my sister has actually made these before. I just love that it's so cute, but it's also practical. You can hang your jewelry on it or store it in the little dish at the bottom. And I also kind of want to design a pattern for these because I don't really know if I've ever seen a tutorial or pattern. If I find one, I'll probably use it, but like I would like to kind of come up with my own version of this. And yeah, I think this one would be really fun. Next up, I have a wall art. I really like crochet wall decor. I have a PDF pattern of a wall decor pattern, and I'll probably be mentioning that later on. But I also did a video of crocheting a whole bunch of wall decor for my apartment, and I think they turned out so cute and it was really fun to do. So I would love to do more of that. And this one is in like a golden frame, which I think is so cute, but it's also just kind of like sunburst granny squares sewn together with like some granny stitch on the outside. So I feel like it'd be really easy and I wouldn't have to follow a pattern or anything, but I absolutely love the result of it. Next up, we have this scrap yarn rug. I've always wanted to crochet a rug, but I never have before. And I think scrap yarn might be a really good way to do this. This color palette also really reminds me of my scrap yarn pants that I did. Like it's very similar colors to my pants. So maybe making a rug to match would be really fun. I also think this would be easier than the pants because you don't have to worry about measurements or anything. Like you just kind of do a rectangle. So that would be really fun. And then I also have a scrap yarn poof. That's just what it's called in the pin, but I don't really know what else it would be called. Like a big cushion, and I think this would be so fun. I've always wanted to make one of these and put my scrap yarn pieces in it because I have like a big bag of yarn ends that I cut off my projects, and I think obviously I would need more stuffing than just that because this would take so much stuffing, but I think it would be a good way to use it, and it would also be a good way to use up a whole bunch of scrap yarn. I also think my cat Vidian would really like to sleep on this, so I think that would be really cute. Next up we have this Flower Power circular pillow. It has a free crochet pattern, and I have actually went to make this a lot of different times, but I never have because I didn't want to use all my stuffing on it. But I need to find like a pillow insert or something for this. I actually have one, but it's square, so maybe I would have to unstuff it or something. But I absolutely love this. I really want to make it. I feel like it would be perfect for like a couch or even your bed, so I really wanted to include it. And then I also have these, I don't know what they're called to be honest, but they're kind of like holders for like your napkins and cutlery. Oh, I just realized they're attached to the placemat that's crocheted. That is so cute. So they're placemats with like a granny stitch and stuff, but then there's a little corner part with the floral design on it. I think these are so pretty and I really want to make these. I might wait until I have like my own space again because I'm currently living with my parents, but still I feel like this would be really fun to make for like family dinners and stuff, so I would really like to try that out. Next up, we do have my pattern, which is the boho circle wall hanging. I absolutely love this pattern. It has beads on it, which I love, and it is super simple and quick to make, but I think it adds such like a unique touch to your room. And I do have a PDF pattern for this on Etsy if you are interested in making the wall hanging. We have a few more things. So the first one is going to be this claw clip organizer that like hangs from the ceiling. I think this one is so creative, and it would also be really easy. Like it's just a few rows of like a mesh stitch kind of, from what I can tell, but I never know where to put my claw clips, and I feel like they take up a lot of space because there's not really a good way to organize them in my opinion. So I think this would be really fun, and I kind of want to hang it like right where that star is right there. I kind of want to hang it from there. I think that would be cool. Next up we have these rug like scrap yarn coasters. I think these are so cool and a really good way to use like small scraps. I would love to do a set of these just for my room or whatever. I just think they're very unique. I also probably use like a slip stitch for these, something like that, because although it would take kind of a long time, I feel like the little like skinny kind of stripes of it is really cool. Next up we have these sun crochet coasters. These are so pretty. I love the colors of them. The only thing that's stopping me with these ones and the other ones I just showed you are that I don't have a lot of cotton yarn, so I feel like I would have to go and buy some if I was to make these things, because I would like to use cotton yarn for coasters personally because they absorb water the best. But I think these are so cute and very my style, so I would love to try them. And then two more things. The first one is going to be this book sleeve. I have been obsessed with this yarn for so long, and I literally still have never been able to like find it. I think it's just one yarn though, either that or it's a bunch of scraps put together, but I feel like I've seen similar yarns to this before, and I've made a few book sleeves in the past and I really like doing it, so I would love to make one like this. Finally, we have this wall decor, which is like on a dowel, and it's literally just like, from what I can tell, half double or double crocheted in like a square with tassels on the bottom, but then you embroider the little flower designs on it. I love this. I think it's so cool and unique, and I would be kind of nervous to do the embroidery because I've never really done that before. But I think it would be really fun to try, and I absolutely love the result. But now we're going to move on to the next category, which is going to be bags. So I decided to make bags their own category. It's a little bit of a smaller category, but I thought it was too many bags to put in the accessories and also like the practical one, so I went with its own category. And the first one is going to be one that I actually started making last year, but I didn't finish it, and it is this orange bag. I think this is so cute, and I really want to own it, but I don't really want to make it because I made one of the orange granny squares last year and it was very difficult and very time consuming, which is not something that I say a lot because usually I don't find things too difficult in crochet, honestly. It was just kind of a tedious process to make the granny square, and obviously with the bag you have to make a lot of them. So if I ever have a lot of patience and time on my hands, I would love to make this bag because I think it's adorable. But warning, if you want to make this, that the granny squares, in my opinion, are a little more challenging and time consuming. Next up we have this butterfly bag. I have been seeing this a lot on Pinterest recently, and I think it's so unique and cool. I've never done like a butterfly granny square before, but I think it's so cool. I didn't even know you could do that. I love the color palette of this as well. It's super my style, so I would really like to try doing this, and I think it's perfect for summer. The next bag is going to be this kind of granny square bag, but it's almost like a patchwork kind of one because they are all different sizes. I think this one is super cool. I would love to try it. And I think the color palette is also really cool on this one. The color palette of bags is often what catches my eye because I just love different color combos together. I think it's so cute. Yeah, this one also just really gives summer vibes to me. Next up we have this one, which is almost like a scrap yarn style one because there's so many different colors, but I really love the way they look together. And it's kind of a granny stitch one. I think this one would be good for beginners because it is just the granny stitch with a little bit of like actual maybe granny squares in the middle, like the really small ones. But I found this one recently and I really love it. And then next we have one I've saved for a long time and I've never made it because I never have enough of the colors. But it's this blue and white one. I absolutely love this bag and I don't know why, but it's just like so simple but so cool to me. And I would really love to make it this summer. We have a few more bags. So the first one is going to be this kind of tapestry style flower bag. I have always wanted to make this one so much. I never have because I don't know how to make the bottom part with the tapestry flowers on it. And I've never found a grid or anything for them. So I'm kind of scared to try and do it on my own. But if anyone knows of a pattern for this, let me know because I want to make this so bad. Next up we have this granny square, I think it's like a sunburst granny square, scrap yarn style bag with just like white as the base color. I think this one's so cute and like the background is literally the beach, so it's perfect for summer. And then finally we have this bag which has beads on it. I think this is so cute and I really love it. It also kind of looks scrap yarny to me because there's a lot of different colors going on, but this one's like very cool to me as well. Okay, we have two more categories. The first one is going to be accessories, and then the final one will be plushies. So for accessories, these are anything from like clothing or like wearable accessories to like keychains and stuff. So the first one is going to be this crochet bandana thing. I don't exactly know what these are actually called, but it says a bandana on the pattern. I think these are so cool. I've been seeing a lot of people make them and just wear them. I don't know if it would look good on me, but I think it would be really fun to try, and I thought I would include it on here. And then the next thing is kind of a combination of things, and it might be kind of personal to me, but I still wanted to share them. So I'm going on a trip at the end of the year, and we're going to Disney. So I wanted to make a few things this summer to prepare for that. So the first one is going to be this headband holder keychain. That's what it's got on the pattern. And it's basically to hold your headband or your Disney ears. And I think this is such a good idea because I never know where you would like put your ears if you didn't want to wear them. I personally don't actually have any ears and I probably won't buy any, but I am going to make some, hopefully. And I just saved the Rapunzel ears to this board. I do have like a whole separate board of ears that I want to make, but I'm really hoping to both make my own ears and make the holder for them. Next up is going to be this flip-flop keychain. I think this is so cool and cute, and I would really like to design a pattern for these, so maybe I will. But this also says there is a free no sew pattern on the pin, so that is amazing. And then next we have my watermelon keychain. These are just perfect for summer and they do sell very well at summer markets. I have a free video tutorial here on the channel for these, and I also have a written pattern on my Etsy, and these whip up very quickly. You can also make them in batches, like do all the pink parts first and then just like kind of go from there. I've done that before when market wrapping these, so it's really fun and I do recommend trying this one out if you never have. Another keychain I want to try this year is this kind of monstera leaf one. I've done monstera leaf coasters before, but I've never made keychains with them before because I couldn't figure out how to make the pattern small enough to make it be a keychain. But maybe I'll just use a thinner yarn or something because I think they're so cute and I really want one. Next up, a few more Disney things. Technically, this one is a plushie, so it might be better on the plushie board, but I'm gonna put like a little clip on it to put it on my shoulder. And it is Pascal from Tangled. I really like Tangled and I bought a purple dress. to do a Disney bound. So I am hoping to make a little pastel for my shoulder. And then I also want to do a Ratatouille plushie, but I didn't put it on this board. And then the other thing I was considering doing around that theme is the Sundrop flower keychain. I think this is so cute, and there is a video tutorial from what I can tell for it. So I really want to make that as well and put it on my bag. Guys, my jaw is so sore right now from talking, and I've already taken like 2 breaks filming this. My brain wants to talk, but my mouth doesn't. I definitely need to get my wisdom teeth removed, like, as soon as possible, but let's just try and get through the video. So next up we have a few more keychains. A lot of the things on this board are keychains because I love keychains. But this one is a dragonfly keychain, and the wings are crocheted, but then the body of it are beads. And I do have these beads. I use them on like my circle wall hanging and stuff. So I would love to use them to make this. I think this is so cute. I've had this saved for a long time, so I definitely want to make it. And then I also have these furry moths. These are so cool. I love them, and I really want to try making this. I think it looks really unique, and as long as I could find a tutorial or pattern, I really want to do this one as well. And finally, we have this belt. It has beads on it, and I really like it. I think it's super cool. I've done kind of a headband like this before, but I've never done a belt, and I always love the bead edition, so I think this one would be really cool to try. Okay, let's move on to the final category, which is going to be plushies. Just so you guys know, I've been making this board for months and months and months, and I've added a lot of my own personal patterns on here. So this one is mostly my own personal patterns because I do typically take a bit of a break from crocheting plushies at this time of year, depending on if I'm doing my markets later in the summer. But this year, I'm not currently planning on doing more markets in the summer. So most of my plushies that I will be making will be like seasonal ones for the fall and winter. But I did save a couple I want to do personally, and then I also saved a couple that you guys might want to make. So the first one is going to be my no-sew starfish pattern. I have a free video tutorial from the 10 weeks of market tutorials here on the channel for this, and then I also have a written pattern on Etsy. I loved making these throughout the early summer and spring for market prepping, and people really enjoyed them at my markets because I did have summer markets, and I think these just scream summer. I will also be coming out with a summer bundle on Etsy and a ocean themed bundle, so stay tuned on my community tab and my Instagram for when those come out, because I'll be bundling all of my summer and ocean related patterns, which would maybe be perfect for you guys if you're market prepping for this summer, and I'm really excited about that. Next up, we have this pelican.
That is not a pelican, it's a puffin.
Using Feels Like Bliss. I still have enough Feels Like Bliss to crochet this. I have made a Feels Like Bliss box before, but luckily for me, it's pretty much the same colors as this, except for there is yellow on it, which I did buy. My only problem with this one is that I have to probably design the pattern myself because I don't think this has a pattern attached to it, and I can't really find one, but I love puffins, and I would really like to try doing this one. Next up, we have my no-sew mini octo tutorial. I have a free video tutorial for my mini octo, and I also have a written pattern on Etsy. These are so perfect for summer because they're like little ocean creatures, and I also have a jellyfish pattern as well. It's not on here, but I think these are so perfect for summer as well. And then I also have my no-sew bee pattern on here. Again, I have a pattern and video tutorial, and these bees are like my favorite to make. They have seamless color changes and they work up really fast. And I have a very love-hate relationship with bees because I love them like in this plushie format, but I am kind of scared of them in real life. We have 2 more things on this board. So the first one is going to be Anchor the Octopus. Oh my god, guys, I've been wanting to make Anchor for so long. I literally have bought the yarn for it, but I always change my mind on the colors. I just have not pulled the plug on buying the pattern and making it yet. So maybe this summer is the time, but I feel like it would be the perfect time to make one of these because it is summer. So maybe I will finally make this summer. And then the final pattern I'm going to share with you today for this summer crochet ideas video is going to be my no-sew turtle. This is also a free tutorial here on the channel and a written pattern on Etsy. I love these turtles so much because you don't have to crochet the limbs. All you have to crochet separately is the head, and then you crochet in the head and all of the limbs to the shell while you're making the body. So I never liked making turtles before I made this pattern, and now I love making them, and I make so many of them for market prepping and for gifting. So I highly recommend this pattern, especially if you don't like making turtles, because it's just so many different parts to make. I love this pattern because you don't have to do that. But that is going to be it for my crochet summer project plan, and I really hope you guys got some inspo of what you guys can crochet this summer, whether you like making plushies, clothing, or more useful items. I hope you found something that you're really excited to make. If you did, let me know what you plan on making in the comments. I can't wait to start making these, and I'll probably be vlogging it, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it and subscribe to see more videos like this one. Also hype the video. If you don't know how to do that, you just go to like the more, I don't know if it's like 3 dots or something, but then you can click hype. You can do it up to 3 times per week, I think, and it really helps get the videos pushed out there for smaller creators. So I really appreciate you guys if you do that. But I also wanted to thank you guys for 15,000 subscribers. I've kind of mentioned it on my community tab in my Instagram, but I wanted to personally thank you on a video for 15,000 subscribers because I'm really grateful and I cannot believe it. That was my goal for this entire year, and we reached it in June. So I am really grateful and thank you guys so much. If you want more ideas videos, I will link my playlist. I have a ton of crochet ideas videos on there, and I'll also link all my tutorials and patterns I mentioned in this video. But I'm gonna go now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!